Let's get right to it. How did I know to buy SoundHound a year ago and you're up 951% today? How did I know to buy Vertiv about a year ago and you're up 146%? Or how about Skywater? You're up 90% in the last 6 months. How did I know Modine was going to be a part of it? Because I do research. I dig down and say, who is going to be the major players that are going to build the infrastructure that is going to take us to the next delivery of AI? And I do that on my cheat sheet, and I do that on my 3-year projection. And I can help you become wealthy this year. And I want to take you to the website. I don't want to mess around. Let's go to the website. I'll show you this. And then it's free. This is my cheat sheet on my website. And if I'm going to teach you how to become wealthy in 2025, this is where I'm going to do it. There are 2 parts of it. I'm going to skip over the bottom part because this is very complicated. It's all the financial metrics. It will teach you how to read a company's balance sheet and its income statement, but we're not going to go there today. We're going to give you the shortcut on how to get wealthy in 2025. And that's going to be from my deep dive into Kerry's 3-year stock price projections. And it's the short term I'm giving it now is a tell sheet. What it basically does is it looks back in the past and into the future and says, from what we can derive from the past and future tells, what is the price of Nvidia? What is the price of Apple? What is the price of Iran going to be on January the 1st of 2027. That's what we want to do because we want to focus on the change that is coming to our world. And that change is AI, which is going to take us into generative AI, which will then be aided by quantum computing in the future. But right now, we're dealing with AI. I have identified 60 stocks that I believe are going to be the key players. Everything from Apple to Vertiv. And then I have gathered the information that I believe are going to give us the keys to determining what their price is going to be and what their growth rate is and where we can make the most money. Let's focus on Apple and Nvidia. This is Apple, its current yield or its current growth rate, projected growth rate in earnings over the next 3 years is 11% per year. That's what drives the price of a stock. Not its past history, not its hope and fervor and FOMO. It's whether it's going to make profits, and are those profits going to exceed the profits of other companies? Well, analysts listen to their earnings calls, listen to what they're projecting in the future, analyze their numbers, and the analysts of Wall Street project that Apple's growth per year in earnings over the next 3 years is 11%. On the other hand, they believe that Nvidia's is 67.9, a big difference. But that's not all that goes into the price of the stock. What is the PE ratio? What is the price relative to its current earnings? Well, Nvidia's is 32.1 times. So that gives us a relative. What is Nvidia's? 43.65. So their price relative to their current earnings, Nvidia is much higher. But then if we take its growth and we divide its growth of 67.9 into its PE ratio, its price relative to its growth is 0.64, 64% of what it should be. Apple's, if we divide the 11 into the 32 PE ratio, it's 292% of what it should be. That's good, solid information. So with that in mind, can we justify a PEG ratio of 2.93 or 92 on Apple compared to Nvidia's of 0.64? I don't think so. But don't stop there. Let's move forward. Let's say if Apple's price because of whatever reason, continues to grow at the same rate that its earnings grows, what is its price going to be in 2027? Well, all we do is grow its price at a rate of 31% over the 3 years. That's 11 times 3. And we have a price now of current price of 256, a future price of 339. That's a growth rate of 31% over that 3-year period. What about Nvidia? If we look at Nvidia's and we say its current price is 139, and if its price grows at a rate of 68% per year over the next 3 years, Nvidia's price is going to be $635, or a growth of 356%, making it the 10th best stock on our chart here, whereas Apple is the 50th. So we're comparing apples to apples. Excuse the pun. But that's a way to compare stocks. Now let's find another way, and that is, let's take their PEG ratios. Apple's at 32 and Nvidia's at 43, and reduce it to 1. Okay, because the proper PEG ratio is 1, where the earnings growth and the price are in direct parallel. So that would mean that Nvidia's PEG or PE ratio would be 67.9 rather than 43, and that would become 1. That would mean that Apple's PE ratio was 11, and then their PEG ratio would become 1. If we use that metric, how does Apple and Nvidia compare? Well, Apple's price would then drop because of its overwhelming PEG ratio to $121, and Nvidia's price would go up to $1,027. Okay? Again, do I think that's an accurate? No. But what I'm doing is comparing so that I can make a better decision of who is the best growth opportunity for me in the future. Then I want to skip over here. This is the historical PE ratio for the S&P 500 over the last 20 years is 25, not 32 and not 43, but 25. So if I go and find out what Apple's earnings per share is projected to be in 2027, it's $9.33. If I multiply that times 25, its price in 2027 will be $233, a 9% loss from what it is now. If I look at Nvidia's, on the other hand, and Nvidia's earnings are projected to be $5.59. If I multiply that times 25, then Nvidia's price in 2027 will be $139, kind of where it is right now. Okay, so that gives us a relationship of Apple to Nvidia based on those metrics. I think the most important number is this one over here, and that is employee growth. And what do I mean by employee growth? How many more employees does Apple have today than it had in 2021? Because a company that recognizes a growth opportunity normally has to go out and hire more employees, whether it's a restaurant, a hardware store, a software company, or a tech company. They have to hire more employees. And since 2021, Apple has increased its workforce by 12%. On the other hand, Nvidia has increased its workforce by 56%. So that tells me that Nvidia is anticipating some growth. Why would that be? Because in 2021, Nvidia was selling its GPUs to the gaming industry. And then Sam Altman came up in 2023 with AI, ChatGPT, and he said, oh my God, they're going to need our GPUs for those large language platforms and everything that's going to come beyond that. And they increased their workforce by 56%. That's the biggest tell in this whole program. So I want you to look at who has the highest growth rate. That's Applied Digital. It's a small data center up in North Dakota that's run by wind turbines. I want you then to look at Iran, the number two growth. It's grown by 269%. Its labor force. Why is that? Because it is a larger data center that mines Bitcoin at a cost of $25,000 per coin, that then takes that money, that profit that they make off of the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's now selling for 94,000, has been over 100,000, and investing it to build a totally energy independent data center in Texas, several of them in Texas, and it's anticipating its growth rate of earnings per share of 242%. Now, if you want to know what exactly does Iran do, you come over here and you click on that. And that takes you to a podcast that I have created that will tell you everything you need to know about Iran so you can make a better investment decision.
Looks like you folks are really interested in this Bitcoin mining and AI cloud services company. From the sources you sent in, it seems like you want the full picture, where they stand now, where they're headed. But let's jump right in.
That's what you get here on every one of these 60 stocks. And you can see when I update it. Iran, I just updated today on December the 26th. So this gives you not only an understanding of the financial metrics and future metrics of the companies that are going to be the active companies in the growth of AI, and then generative AI, and then quantum computing, so that you can make a better investment decision. And if you will understand this and take advantage of it, you can become wealthy in 2025. I'm projecting an outrageous growth in my portfolio because of this information. Now, how much am I going to charge you for this? I'm going to give it to you for free for 14 days. You come and you learn it, and you become a part of it, and then you become a part of the community that grows it. I want you to look down here. This Brian sent me, he's part of my tribe, he sent me a video on a company by the name of Sandbox. I go into a deep dive. It is pre-IPO, but it's taking quantum computing and plugging it into this. Okay? That's the information you'll get there. How did I get some of these others? Robert sent me the email, and that's what this is all about. This is a community. This is I hope to grow this to 1 million of you, sending me information and me channeling it to Samantha. Samantha is going to do this. Samantha is my AI agent. She is going to do this every morning. She's going to run you a new deep dive into Amazon, into Google, into Dell, to give you current information, which will then change these numbers to tell you you need to be buying Iran, because they are not only in large data center, which is going to be a place for the hyperscalers, but they're also in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is going to become a major part of our currency, in the world's currency in the world. And so you've got both things growing for you. That's what I offer you. That's what this is about. It's free for the next 14 days. Click on the link in the description, sign up, understand it, and start 2025 in your journey to become a multimillionaire. I'm with you. I want 1 million of you with me to make this happen.